I've really got to fix that entrance. Morning, personal angel.
Personal assistant, and not personal assistant to everyone, but personal assistant to Archangel Gabriel, as you very well know. And junior angel, for someone who's in trouble as often as you are, you really ought to be more careful what you say.
Of course. Is Gabby in?
Looking for me by any chance, junior angel?
Yeah.
Do sit down.
Well, thank you, sir. So it's about my career options.
I'll be with you soon. Now, you came to see me.
Yes, sir. I think I'm
In line for a more senior position, perhaps?
Yes.
So soon?
Well, it's been a while. Almost a millennium.
Oh, surely you hadn't forgotten that up here, 1,000 years is like one day.
Well, yeah, that's what you said last time, sir, and I really do think it's been enough millenniums or days or whatever. Tell me the truth, sir. Is it because I'm French?
Oh, come now, junior angel. You're French?
Well, no, but I'm often mistaken for
Yes, well, as I was saying, the guiding principle is that the first will be the last and the last will be the first. You understand what that means, don't you?
Well, yes, heaven is an equal opportunity employer.
Employer is hardly the appropriate term here, but your basic observation that everyone is equal is correct.
But about my promotion, apart from being on the same salary scale for a very long time now, I'm presently acting in the manager's position, a position that's also been vacant for a while, a few centuries, actually.
All right, here's the deal. The birth of the Messiah is due shortly.
Shortly? I thought it was scheduled for the year 0.
It's been brought forward. It's your project if you want it.
But I'm only a junior.
According to your personnel file, you've been acting manager for a few centuries now. Anyway, it was decided at a very high level that it should be a low-key event. So I'm confident that even you will be able to handle it. Of course, if you're successful, then we can reevaluate your position.
Oh, thank you, sir. That'll be a great challenge and an honour.
Low key, junior angel. Low key.
It is going to be the biggest event you can think of. It's going to put the Middle East, Africa and Ireland office on the map. I see VIPs and world leaders coming from all over the globe. I see an outdoor music concert. I see stars lighting up the night sky.
I heard that it's meant to be low key.
Well, Angel Guardian, let the acting manager put you in the picture. There is low key and then there is low key. And it all depends on the context, and this context is that humankind has been waiting for the Messiah for generations.
It's going to need a host of angels.
Well, for the time being, Angel Artisterial, this is the team, and Recording Angel will also assist.
I only do recording. I do not get involved.
Well, thank you, Recording Angel. I have seen your job description.
Just saying.
It's going to be impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Well, for head office, yes.
Thank you, Angel Herald. That's enough. Now, there's a lot of work to be done. Your tasks will be scheduled on a spreadsheet. The passcode is 241200. Please download it, read it carefully, and be ready for our next meeting.
The Archangel Michaela from head office.
Archangel Michaela, what a pleasure. Do come in.
Hello, Gabriel. Just thought I'd pay you a courtesy visit.
Oh, you don't do courtesy visits, Michaela, but you can rest assured that all arrangements concerning the event are completely under control.
Word is that you've appointed a rather inexperienced member of staff to handle the event.
As I said, there is no need to fear.
Angels do not fear, Gabriel, although you know what they say about fools rushing in. Anyway, we have full confidence in you.
Of course you do.
There is no royalty available to attend. How should I proceed?
Make a plan. Angel Herald, can you give us an idea of the geographical location for the arrival of the little king?
Yes, it's approximately 31.7031 degrees north, 35.1956 degrees east.
The country, Herald.
Oh, Palestine.
Middle of the desert in the Middle East.
That is what was prophesied, yes.
I suppose Jerusalem is important enough.
It's not Jerusalem.
Politically too unstable.
No, the prophets claimed that it would take place in Bethlehem, a small town to the south of Jerusalem.
Yeah, I'll Google it.
There is a problem, though. The Messiah's parents-to-be currently reside in Nazareth.
Can anything good come from Nazareth?
Can we not arrange a big football match in Bethlehem?
Well, the only known sports at this stage are things like athletics and boxing, and that's mainly done in Greece.
Well, how about we arrange a census where everybody has to be counted in their place of birth? Caesar Augustus is greedy enough to want to know how many people should pay tax.
Excellent idea.
I know. Now, tell me about the designated husband and wife.
Well, the couple is Joseph and Mary.
Oh, that's good. Joe and Mary. That's nice, marketable names. Backgrounds?
Joseph is a carpenter, and Mary is a pleasant but uneducated young woman.
Very young.
So they're not royals.
Well, there are sort of two different versions of Joseph's genealogy doing the rounds. The one traces his roots through the line of King David, and the other is a bit less regally inclined.
Well, I mean, David's the obvious one then, isn't it?
There is a slight problem, though. There are a number of characters who lack, shall we say, integrity.
They're not the type of family members one would mention in good company.
Such as?
Well, the ancestral line goes via King Solomon, whose mother was married to Uriah before his untimely death, and the whole expose of King David's affair by the prophet Nathan. And
Yes, I'm familiar with the details. Who else?
Well, there is Rahab.
The
Sex worker, yes. And then there is Tamar and the incestuous incident with
her uncle. Yeah, okay. I get the picture.
There is one other thing. The chosen couple is not married. They're only engaged at this stage.
Well, get on with it. Let's arrange a wedding.
I'm afraid there's not enough time. There are all sorts of rumours going around in the community that Mary is already pregnant.
And Joseph insists it wasn't him.
I don't believe it. I'm a good Jew. I go to the synagogue, don't I? I obey the law, I pay my taxes. So why does this happen to me? I need to think.
How's it going with the musical arrangements?
We have a few options.
Okay. Don't be ridiculous. What else? I mean, it's catchy, but it's not quite what I had in mind.
Well, there is a piece I've composed which you might like.
I mean, you're not thinking of miming it, are you?
Oh no, it will be genuinely live. This was just pilot recording.
Well, it's a stylish piece of music. It's a pity it'll only be used once.
Well, we could inspire some classical composer with the music later on in history.
No, whatever. Oh, and please change the lyrics to contemporary language. No one talks like that.
Of course.
Have you lined up any musicians?
Well, this will obviously be performed by a symphony orchestra and a full choir of heavenly voices.
What's this travel request for, Junior Angel?
Oh, well, I need to enlighten Mary about the exact implications of her giving birth to,
That is my duty. I will personally attend to it.
Oh, well, but...
Yes?
Well, I just thought it should be done less, formally.
Meaning?
Well, there is just a tiny bit of feeling that you might come across just a teensy bit too, strict.
Oh, and why would there be this little bit of feeling that I may just come across a tiny bit too strict?
Well, the old priest, Zechariah, he couldn't speak for quite some time after you informed him about the birth of his son.
That was an entirely different situation, Junior Angel. He wouldn't listen. Now, if you don't wish to follow in his footsteps, I suggest you run along and get on with your project. You can shred the travel request in your office. Michaela!
Gabriel. Now, I believe that you are personally going to educate Mary about the birth of her firstborn.
News travels fast.
I'm a bit concerned. There was this incident recently with that babbling old priest. What was his name again?
Oh, that was a unique set of circumstances, my dear Michaela. It was the result of some sort of disciplinary action, if you wish.
Yes, not quite what I heard. Oh, look, never mind. Have a safe journey, and remember, use your universal positioning system.
I have been there before.
Oh.
Well, that certainly explains a lot. But why me? I'm just an ordinary girl. What an honour! God's son! What a shock! I hope he tells Joseph soon. He's very angry.
Was your trip successful? How did Mary take the news?
She was a little troubled at first, but I did explain to her. Mary is a serious young woman. I must sort Joseph out for her. Let's talk about your project. Seems you're being a little liberal with your budget.
Well, certain line items, maybe, but we're trying not to exceed the bottom line.
Yes, well, unfortunately, your budget has been reduced due to some cosmological financial pressures.
But how on earth could that happen? I thought all the animals in the forest and the cattle on 1,000 hills belonged to us.
Us?
Well, you know what I mean, sir.
Oh, maybe it's a good thing you're not in charge of the Nature and Wildlife Department then, isn't it? Anyway, the humans won't need your help to destroy the planet.
Yes, sir, and soon the cattle on 1,000 hills will belong to McDonald's.
Oh, that's quite enough, Junior Angel. Now carry on with your low-key project.
Jeez, Bruce, what was all that about? And where are we?
I don't know, Bruce. You heard the Sheila with the white frock and the wings. She said it was a Bonza event, not to be missed.
Bloody well better be, Bruce. Getting here was one of a shock. How's the sheep, Arabella?
Per l'amor di Dio, perché sono sempre? Voi, pigri, fanulloni, umbracchi, di cosa è il molto e tu? Ultimo schiavo, unica connessione tra te la pecore e un tu ed odore. Via al saltrere Billabong. They're a fair dinkum, Bruce.
Oh, thanks, Arabella. That's just what we needed to know.
Water too. It gets better.
Yeah, let's truck over the tea while we wait.
Listen up, Angels. Our budget has been reduced due to corporate financial austerity measures, but our project is going ahead and we will make a success of it, okay? So, how's Joseph dealing with Mary's pregnancy?
We've just heard Joseph wants to divorce Mary.
No! Mary will be stoned to death.
Don't worry. Joseph is a decent sort of guy. Won't make a scene in public. We'll persuade him to leave her quietly.
Can I report back then that everything is under control?
Of course! This cannot happen. Angel Herald, I want you to get to this Joseph dude and reassure him that Mary is the woman for him. How's she doing, by the way?
She's going through a list of baby names. Apparently she likes Abdullah or Hamish.
What about Brian?
Angel Herald, please inform Joseph that the baby is to be called Jesus as per official communique from head office. You can leave this afternoon. Oh, and don't give them your greetings, Earthlings bit, just in case they think you're an extraterrestrial and not an angel from heaven.
So this is Bethlehem. I never thought we'd get here. Those last 7 miles from Jerusalem felt like 30.
And it's even further from our home in Nazareth. Carrying out God's will is far from easy. But at least it's given us the chance to grow even closer, my love.
Oh, Joseph, you are so sweet. But now we must find somewhere to stay, and time is just not on our side.
Look, there's a seat over there. You go and sit down and wait for me, and I'll be off and find us a room.
Recording Angel, I need a favour.
How can I help?
No, nothing. tried everywhere.
Oh no, we've got to find somewhere, and soon. Let's try that house.
What do you want?
Oh, we're here for the census and there's nowhere to stay. My wife, our baby, it's due now. Please, can you put us up?
I'm sorry, there's no room.
A word. Agreed you have no room, but that's not all there is there? You'd be advised to think again. Yes?
Oh, yes, I completely forgot. We do have somewhere. It's down the side way, through the double door. It's yours if you want it.
Junior Angel, there's a problem. We couldn't find proper accommodation for Joseph and Mary.
Caesar's Palace?
There isn't actually a Caesar's Palace in Palestine. It won't be built for another couple of millennia from now, in another desert, far, far away, and certainly not in the Middle East.
Well, King's Plaza, Holy Land Inn.
Your plan to get Caesar Augustus to do a census backfired. I mean, it worked so well that it seems more people went to Bethlehem than our original estimates suggested, and all the hotels are fully booked.
Bed and breakfasts?
No.
Well, so what then?
Well, we got a sort of lodge, but all that was available was a bar where the animals are kept. Cows, a donkey, some chickens.
They keep the animals inside the house?
Well, it's winter time and it's sort of the done thing.
Well, at least it's nice and cosy. I mean, it has all the elements of a romantic story.
Well, the next thing you're going to tell me is that there's no cradle and the baby's going to have to be put in the feeding trough.
Well, it does sound better if you call it a manger.
Oh, this is the last straw.
Mary has gone into labour.
Please bring us up to speed on what's happening, recording angel.
The Saviour has just been born, and Mary and the baby are fine.
Hooray!
Hey.
I suppose you could say that they are in a stable condition. Oh.
So, run that past me again, Angel Artisterial. A full symphony orchestra with a 30-voice choir performed an intricate musical piece to some cowboys in a field.
Well, actually, they were shepherds.
Watching their flocks by night.
Yeah, well, that sounds like one of our resident artist compositions.
No. Well, maybe. Now that you mention it, it has potential.
I was being facetious, Angel Artisterial. Now, look, I hesitate to ask, but how big was the audience?
There were about 8 or 9. Actually, there were 7, but I'm happy to say that they quite enjoyed the performance after they got over the initial shock, that is.
I know you're into your music, Angel Artisterial, but how exactly did this happen?
Well, first off, the musicians went to the wrong location. Unsurprisingly, there will be lots of Bethlehems, and they tried to find the one in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yes, in North America.
Didn't find it, of course. I mean, it wasn't there to find. But they did startle a few of the locals, and they managed to start a buffalo stampede in the process.
Apparently not the kind of place you'd want to stay at voluntarily. Anyway,
yeah, well, I get the picture.
Sorry, I have to go. There's something I have to take care of.
Well, but the celebrities are on their way, aren't they?
As per my communication, there has been a slight change of plan.
How slight?
Well, the only people available for the all-star celebrations were some astronomers.
How's everything going, Junior Angel?
Yeah, not too bad. Couple of hitches here and there, nothing major.
Of course.
Astronomers?
Yes, from the east.
Oh, well, brilliant. Now the Chinese and the Indians are involved in a Jewish nativity story.
It is supposed to be an event of universal importance.
I know exactly how significant it is meant to be, Angel Guardian. Was the gift voucher problem sorted out?
Well, actually, we found out that gift vouchers are not in common use yet, but we did manage to provide them with some gold, frankincense and myrrh.
Excellent. Metal, hydrocarbon and dried leaves.
Frankincense and myrrh are highly sought after. Well, in the absence of baby powder.
Well, look, we can leave this out of the report, can't we? I mean, no one's writing this down, are they?
Well, not at the moment. They're stronger on oral tradition, but there is a medic who is quite interested in history and maybe a tax collector who'd quite like to sell his memoirs at some time in the future.
Yeah, I'll take my chances.
I heard about the so-called 3 wise men, or was it the 3 kings? And now, putting aside the gender representation within the group.
Mm.
You're going to say they're astronomers, but they followed a star which ended up in the wrong place. You do know the
star was in the right
directions. Yes.
We're looking
The
at
star.
it from the wrong place. The problem is a matter of perspective.
But you do know that the astronomers went to ask directions from Herod himself. And you do realise that he is a very dangerous man.
Oh, God. Junior Angel, do you have a moment?
Vizier! Vizier! Where are you? Never here when you're wanted! New king. New king. There's already a king, alive and kicking, and it's me! I'll give them a new king. Vizier!
Herald, get to those astronomers now and tell them that under no circumstances are they to return to that psychopathic maniac Herald.
What about the recording angel? She's right there.
Well, she's a field reporter. She's not supposed to get involved in situations.
Yeah, right. Okay. Has the travel plan been authorised?
Just go.
Okay.
Herald?
Nice coffee, Balthazar.
Delicious. Thanks. I say, that dream you all had was a stroke of luck.
I wouldn't give much for our chances after talking to Herod about Bethlehem.
We would never see our homes again.
Maybe, once we've finished, we ought to get a shift on.
Yeah, it wouldn't do to hang around here too long.
Certainly not until we are well clear of here.
Well, that's quick.
I didn't actually have to do anything. Seems head office took care of it. It's probably a bit too important to leave in the hands of the events department.
Oh, I'm toast.
If that only happens on the other side, not here.
Okay, things seem to be under control again. The astronomers were instructed not to go back to Herod. Anyone for coffee? But there's no time for relaxing, team.
Interesting. Pray, tell, what exactly is that?
Oh, that's just something the marketing department came up with. I'm told it's a Christmas tree. They call it branding. It can have a star on the top.
I can see that. How lovely. Right now, you might want to change your priorities from branding to Herod, Junior Angel.
Recording Angel, what's going on?
Things don't look good. Herod's reported to be furious.
Why?
There's no telling what he'll do now, but it was reported that his chief of the army visited him today at his office.
We have to get Joseph and his family out of there urgently.
Maybe take them to Lebanon or Jordan?
Lebanon, are you mad? And Jordan's unpredictable.
The tracking channel featured Amman recently. I mean, it seemed like a nice place.
Well, Lebanon has got nice beaches.
It's not a holiday tour. They may have to flee for their lives.
Okay, I think Egypt will be the least complicated.
Yeah, it's also mentioned in the scriptures.
Junior Angel, I've just received information on Herod's meeting with the army. They plan to kill all baby boys under 2.
What are you waiting for, Herald? Get to that Joseph dude and tell him to get his family out of there right away. Guardian, set up a travel comms link for Herald.
The soldiers have started to move out of their camps already.
Have we got comms with Herald?
Angel Herald? This is Heaven's regional angel office, responsible for the Middle East, Africa and Ireland calling.
Up the protocols, Guardian.
I'm almost there, but I may be too late. The army's almost there as well.
Is everything under control, Junior Angel?
Joseph and his family, sir.
Have left town. They should soon reach the border safely.
Good afternoon. We'd like to spend some time in Egypt.
Fine. Passport?
I've got a donkey.
So have I. Passport?
Sorry about this, but we really do not have time to faff about.
Oh.
Well, I'll be blessed. Quickly, Mary, let's not hang about.
Well, team, I'd like to thank you for all the hard work.
We're sorry it didn't quite turn out the way we had hoped.
But we all learned a lot from it.
No, thank you. Any final feedback?
Well, we managed to sort out Joseph's travel arrangements at the last minute.
The astronomers went home via an unknown route.
The shepherds are back in Australia tending their sheep, but their neighbours say they have changed. They've expressed an interest in starting some sort of reality choir contest, whatever that may be.
Archangel Gabriel would like to see you, Junior Angel.
On my way.
Good luck,
Junior
Angel.
How are Joseph and the family?
They're tired, but safe. They crossed the border into Egypt. Sir, I can explain everything.
You can?
Well, almost everything.
Almost everything.
Well, actually, no. All I can say is that I'm really, really sorry. I was tasked to do something and I failed. There's no excuse.
I have a letter for you from the Angels Resource Unit. It's signed by the Archangel Michaela.
Yes, sir.
You've been promoted to Senior Angel. I trust you will act according to your responsibilities.
Promoted?
Well, everyone was quite happy with your performance.
Even you, sir?
I do not normally make mistakes.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. This is quite unexpected. I'd like to ask you a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
This kid.
Jesus?
Yeah. He is the Messiah that the humans have been waiting for, isn't he?
He is, yes.
But he's not going to be king. At least not right away.
Well, it's not easy to predict what the humans will do, but no. For now, he's not going to be the king in the way that you are expecting him to be.
Well, it seems like he came to his own people and they didn't accept him.
It seems like you are gaining some insight at last.
Oh, thank you, sir.